Another one, guys. This one is a bit difficult, but if you know your boy Ryan, I'm always up for the challenge. The back of this one is super difficult. We're installing some man-made stone and the front and the back of this home here. The side we're gonna do some stucco work. We're going all the way up to the top of this gable here. We're coming right over the angle iron or the high beam that you see right there with stone. We're at the back here. We're gonna do some stone at the back. We're turning come maybe like 10 feet on the side wall here. Over here we'll make our 1 foot return, and then we're gonna have stucco. Down here in the back section, it's super challenging, but honestly I like to do work that is a bit challenging to put my brain to work. It's a lot of different variation that we have to work out. As we go in the video, we're gonna figure it out together. But all the back here, we're gonna have stone installation at the back. And guys, this stone that I'm using, it's super difficult to keep clean. But I figure out a technique that I will share with you guys as we go on in the video. So here I'm starting to install stone on my foundation ledge. Usually the first thing you want to do, you want to get a broom and sweep off the dust. You want to make sure you're free from all dust and debris before you start any form of installation. Once you've done that, the next thing you want to do, you want to get a flashing. I usually call it a weeping plastic. You want to bend it in a 90 degree, just like you see I'm doing it here, and staple it. I'm waiting for my Tyvek. While I'm doing that, I'm just marking out my window just to see the size joint we have to work in order to reach right up to the top of the window. This is very crucial. You always want to measure your sill. My sill that I'm using here, it's 2 3/4. You want to minus that plus a 1/2 inch for your space for caulking right underneath your window. Measure down, measure your biggest size stone that you have, and bring it all the way up to the side, to the top of where you have your sill mark. So that way you know whether or not if you need to go with a 1/2 inch or a 3/8 joint in order to reach right up to the bottom of the sill. So that's what I've done earlier. Now I put my Tyvek, I tape up the seam. When you finish, you should have something look just like this. It's very important, don't skip this step. Make sure you tape it up nicely. Ideally you want to use the blue tape like you see I'm using. This one is rated for exterior. The red one is rated for interior. The blue one is what you're supposed to use. Sometimes you see we might do a job where the homeowner, that's the tape they have, they don't want to buy go back and buy the blue one. What can we do? Okay, so now we started to lay our stone here. Right here on my right, we're gonna make a 1 foot return to the side of the house, so that way we can join our stucco onto that 1 foot return. And to be honest, it looks better rather than just stop your stone right at the corner there. It's always give you a more, a more classier look to make a return. Usually we go between 1 foot or 2 foot, somewhere there, whatever suit you best. So here, as you see, I put my level across and I make sure that it's plumb and it's level 100%. When you're doing the first course, you want to take your time and you want to make sure that you get it right. The first course here, I'm putting a few brick ties just to stabilize the first course from moving. As I go up, I'm gonna put lots more brick tie. Brick tie is very crucial for you to use to make sure that it lasts and lasts forever. So as we go in the video, we're gonna use a lot of brick ties. It only take a minute or so to install a brick tie. Brick tie, usually we put it 16 inches and center. So from the corner, usually you have a stud in the corner, and 16 inches over, usually there is another stud. Now you might see I put it a bit closer here because I'm way down in the foundation. So I'm right at the ledge, so you know you have a solid board right there going all the way around for the flooring. Putting my level like this, I'm just making sure that the level is sitting perfectly flush onto the stone that facing the front direction, so that way you can square it with the one that's going around to the back, which would be the one on my right hand side. After installing that, now we're just gonna continue on to install stone. Side joint we're going with here is a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch joint. As you see, we level as we go. Just make sure that you're nice and level. So you also want to leave some hole for your water to escape. Usually when I'm doing it, sometime I tend to just go right through, and afterwards when I finish I get my slicker and I clean it out, clean out the space. Usually every 30 inches or so you want to leave a hole for water to escape if there's any water worth going on the back of the wall later on. And guys, if you get involved from this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more upcoming video like this one. And if you have any question regarding this video, feel free to leave them in the comment section. So we're doing some more brick tie installation. Like I said earlier, it's very important to put as much as possible. This is what you're going to use to hold up the wall, especially because as you see here, just stop right in the corner here. So you want to sew the brick ties as much as possible. So what I did here, I built a lead in the corner and I go all the way down to the far end as you see there, and I lay 2 stones and I plumb those up so that way we can run a string line, so that way we can fill in the middle of the wall with our string line. That way it's more faster and you get it to be more accurate as well. Once you fill all those, we're going to get our level and we're going to run our level to the bottom of the wall just to make sure that all of our stones are in line with each other. So only take a minute to go back 2 at times and check just to make sure that everything is nice and straight. And right at this corner here, you want to use a string line just to make sure that all your stone is lined up with each other. That's something that we're going to set up later on up in the video.
This stone is a very difficult stone to keep clean, man.
So I'm doing some joints here. Usually I do my edge joint first, and afterwards we do our bed joint. Try not to go over onto your stone with the mortar. The less mortar you can get onto your stone, it's better. Sometimes it's more difficult. And yeah, I promise you I'm going to share my technique with you guys. This is my technique that I discovered while working. Get a piece of sponge and just wipe off the excessive mortar that touching onto the stone. And as we go in the end of the video, you're gonna see it's super clean. It works out really well. Yeah, so I'm up top my window now. I install my angle iron. It's very important for you to leave a half an inch or a quarter inch space above. Never put your angle iron right onto your window, and at the side as well you want to step away a quarter inch for caulking purpose. And if they need to repair or replace the window later on, they don't have to do any damage to the brick. It's very important to have your flashing curve over, just like you see I'm doing it here. Later on we're going to leave a hole right in the middle here, so if there's any water running inside the window there, it will escape and come right through the back later on. You see the joint is a bit white. After it dry, you're gonna see the top gonna match the bottom. That's the look my client is going for. And here I use the sponge and go over slightly over the joint to get the color that you see we have right here now. Like I said, if you have any question, feel free to go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll try my best and answer them as I can. You guys, as you can see, I'm super busy most of the time. And if you reach out to me for a quote and you don't get it in time, I'm asking you forgiveness. I apologize. Because sometimes I can be a bit super busy most of the time. So sometimes I might take a little while to get back to you at times. But bear with me. I'm working on it. If you send me a few days or maybe a week ago or whatsoever, we're working on it still.
So we finish. Just did my joint, clean it up. Just cleaning our window now.